It's Week 10 of the National Football League, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Huskies and the Cardinals on Monday night.
I can't hear you! Come on now, let's do this!
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with their opponents. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. He'll dump this down to Dillon. That's complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Prescott looks to throw on for blitz coming, and down he goes.
Watch the slant.
The safety blitz staged to perfection that time as they sack him for a loss of 6. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. He's going to let this one go deep, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he stopped immediately there.
They don't want
Pat Surtain up to make the play.
Keep playing hard.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Let's do this. Let's get him. Come on. Take that. Let you do it, dog. How you do it?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check.
Dillon, they try the left side with him. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
That's what I'm talking about.
Head the street.
Whip. Watch that.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All day, baby, all
The
day.
end result, 21 yards.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. Call that a gain of 11.
18 Cardinal. Hey, check that. Street.
Check 3, check.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing, and that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he could make anything happen.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. They'll set up a throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Huskies have taken the early lead.
Let's go.
Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, let's go.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Come on now. Let's do this.
Bang out. Ain't no such thing as a low.
1st down, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be caught by Brown. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Dillon now on 1st and 10, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. The 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. T. Higgins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. 5 plays there on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Let's go.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Check 31, check 31. Street, street.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Here we go.
A gain there of 21 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll look to throw again. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Switch up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
59, Mike 59. Double dog, double dog.
They'll try and throw for it here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 31 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
19, Tiger. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Huskies have taken the lead. And they wasted no time right down near the goal line, and they just sneak it in.
Just do what you need to do. Big guys going up front. Have the field general, the leader, just fall in behind them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to. Get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Double tight. Double tight. Hey, boys, we got four down.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 7's a Mike. Mike 7.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight ends left.
Now Prescott. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
4 down, 4 down.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. I'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
3 tight ends up front here, 3rd and goal. Now Prescott. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cards are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Taken at the goal line. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this 1st half as they'll take over with just under a minute left to play.
Here we go.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check 59.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. And touchdown. A big play there. 95 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks. Extra point up and through, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case,
pressure comes and down he goes. Micah Parsons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So we have reached halftime with it. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 18 run. 18 run.
They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping. There you go. There you go.
Just a yard to go here on second down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 35. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. Second and 11.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". Me and you all day.
2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you.
Open man here, Schwartz, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard.
Check. 59. Watch the eyes. 59. Mike's 59.
70 Timberwolves.
Check 52.
Come back, team. Come.
Back to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Check three.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Oh,
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Back to throw again. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Cardinals will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Single. I got a single in the slot.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
We got 4.
Here's the big man Dillon with it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
We played to win. Let's
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Key the tight end.
Back to Dillon on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Trip. You got 3. Hey, watch 28.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On 1st down, Dillon. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Prescott. Looking for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Single receiver, single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
On first down, Dillon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Dillon. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Come on now, come on. Big play, big play.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Dillon into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Oh, yeah.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
This ain't no high school football.
A.J. Dillon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott on for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told. And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now. So you're not protecting the lead. So you're not playing that way. You've got to go get the lead again. So maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Mike, check.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Huskies answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th, and now they're going to try an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes it can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Now a handoff to Dillon, and he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Oh, he stays up. Flushed out right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Yo.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Here we go, set. 72. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Last thing, 19. Mike is 58.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Mike, check. 59.
They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. Touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown. 44 yards. And his guys are going to take the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by 7. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left. Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pass complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Come on, let's go. Mike 9. Hey, we gotta get to 9. Mike over there.
Now Dak. This will be caught once again by Brown. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Here we go.
Toronto's offense ready to take over. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call them up.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Big hit all day. Sack City.
They'll look to throw, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get some of that yardage back. Still doesn't have a first down, but he does get out of bounds to stop the clock. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Now back to throw. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Smart play to get rid of it there, but now it's fourth down. Your margin for error pretty much out the window.
That means you have to come up with a big-time throw here and a completion in order to keep this 2-minute drive going.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He'll look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 5'9". Mike's 5'9".
They gonna need some therapy after this.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
59. Mike's 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about Hail Mary. You've got to find a way to heave it all the way towards the end zone and give yourself a chance. Your time management sheet tells you with this amount left on the clock, you don't get cute and try and get 2 plays, because if you try that, that's all you're going to get is 1, and it won't be a 1 towards the end zone.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Toronto's offense ready to take over. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football, because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Second and 4. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. They'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Check back.
Back to throw here. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here.
Let's do this.
They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Check that. Street. Check hot route. Hot.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Your trip is here, baby. Your trip is here. Let's go. Cougar 19.
2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
You ain't gonna burn me, okay?
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7.
Under 10. 10.
Back to throw again. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11th.
That's it, baby. We're going to work. 79 Broncos.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
19 tight, 19 tight. Mike, check, 59.
Looking to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, let's go. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
Trap 60. 4 down. Alert. 59's Mike. Check, 59. You gonna get this, boy?
They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Whistles come in and a timeout. Just 8 seconds left in OT. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. Now we're going to get a timeout with 5 seconds left here in overtime. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And what can Prescott do in the OT? And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end...